CEO and COO, and MPL announces plans to develop cruise terminals in 4 regions.
Good evening, welcome to News. I'm Yusuf bin Muhammad. Dr. Aishat Rameela has tendered her resignation as the Minister of Agriculture and Animal Welfare due to health concerns. In a statement issued by the President's office, President Dr. Mohammad Moiz acknowledged his acceptance of her decision and underscored her contributions to the government. The President shared his gratitude for Dr. Rameela's dedication and service to the nation during her tenure, particularly highlighting her role in promoting the rule of law and ensuring the proper functioning of the state. He commended her honesty, support and understanding, which played a crucial part in the government's efforts to drive prosperity for all citizens. Dr. Rameela, who served as minister with integrity, was described by the President as a visionary and honest person who made valuable contributions to the cabinet. Despite stepping down, the President expressed confidence that her expertise and service would continue to benefit the nation in the future. In the heartfelt message, the President offered his prayers for Dr. Rameela's health, wishing for her to recover swiftly and permanently. He expressed hope that with God's blessings, she would experience happier and healthier future. Bank of Maldives BML announces the appointment of Saha Wahid as the new Deputy Chief Executive Officer, CEO, and Chief Operations Officer, COO. Saha will oversee key functions such as banking operations, legal and corporate affairs, human resources, administration, properties, and procurement, with more than 18 years of experience in banking. Saha has previously served as the bank's head of strategic planning and change management, and most recently as its people and change director. She holds a bachelor's degree in economics and economic history from the London School of Economics and Political Science, along with the Master of Laws LLM in commercial law. She is also a qualified chartered banker certified by the Asian Institute of Chartered Bankers. The bank also announced a restructured executive management team, joining Chief Financial Officer Nannada Senarate and Chief Risk Officer Gary Lafton are Adli Ahmad Didi, Chief Technology Officer CTO, who will drive the bank's technology strategy and digital transformation, Musa Nimal, Chief Business Officer CBO, responsible for corporate, business and personal banking, Rashfa Jafar, Chief Credit Officer CCO, leading credit risk management, recoveries and credit administration, Aishat Zamra Zahir, Chief Marketing Officer CMO, overseeing marketing, customer services and project management, Hassan Kalam, Chief Islamic Banking Officer CIBO, spearheading BML Islamic's business and personal banking operations. The Managing Director of the Fahidi Ulum Corporation, FDC, Hamdan Shakil, outlines the company's long-term commitment to providing affordable housing to all citizens without discrimination. Speaking on MMTV's Bodo Khabar program, Hamdan emphasized that the core mission of FDC is to ensure that affordable housing is accessible to everyone. He also highlighted that to date, with much of the social housing development has been financed through continuous reliance on loans. FDC's long-term goal is to complete these projects without relying on external loans. Hamdan also stressed that a key priority for the company is to complete the social housing projects initiated by the previous administration. The 4,000-unit social housing is on track for completion by July 2025. The government has stated that it will release list of recipients for 4,000 units after finalizing the details. Fahidi Ulum Corporation, FDC, makes significant strides in its 4,000 housing units project thanks to the more efficient and thorough approach taken under the current administration, according to the company's Managing Director, Hamdan Shakil. Speaking on MMTV's Bodo Khabar program, Hamdan highlighted that the substantial improvements in both the speed and quality of work on the 4,000 housing units.
MD Hamdan emphasized that in just the 5 months of this administration, the company has completed nearly half of the projects, 47% of the total work compared to just 38% progressed in the 22 months by the previous administration. One of the most notable achievements, Hamdan said, is the increase in productivity during the first 5 months of this government. FDC laid 231 slabs, surpassing the previous administration's total of 216 slabs in 22 months. Hamdan had previously noted delays in the housing project were caused by the failure to make timely payments. However, he confirmed that the outstanding $11.5 million was settled within the first 6 months of the current administration, enabling a significant acceleration in the pace of construction. The contract for the development of 32 towers, which will house a total of 4,000 units, was awarded to two Indian companies, KPIL and NBCC, in 2021. The project includes 2,800 three-room apartments and 1,200 two-room apartments. FDC is now focused on completing the entire project, including all 4,000 flats by July 2025. Hamdan Shakil also emphasized the need for a long-term approach to development projects in the Maldives. He pointed out that political changes every 5 years have led to delays and stagnation, with some projects initiated as far back as 2008 still incomplete. Hamdan commented the current administration for continuing projects launched by the previous government, calling it a crucial step for societal progress. He highlighted the administration's focus on long-term policies designed to empower communities and address pressing issues like social housing. He explained that the Fahidiriulum Corporation works closely with the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development to implement projects equitably across the nation. Noting that the development would not focus solely on the Greater Malé region, but would include the creation of urban centers in various atolls. He described these centers as key to promoting decentralization, providing better access to resources, creating jobs, and improving the quality of life for people in the islands. Hamdan stressed the importance of aligning projects with specific needs of island populations, assuring that taxpayer money would not be wasted on initiatives that do not benefit communities. He also revealed that the corporation plans to launch new housing and development projects within the first 10 days of the new year.
Welcome back. Maldives immigration announces the commencement of passport collection services in Dalu Kudahuadu starting today. According to immigration, arrangements have been made so that individuals applying for passports online through the Imuga platform can now pick up their passports directly from Kudahuadu, the capital of Dalu Atoll. The service is part of a broader national plan unveiled on the 16th of November by President Dr. Mohamed Moise, aimed at expanding National Identity Card, NID, and passport services to all atolls by 2025. The initiative was inaugurated at a ceremony at the President's office, where the rollout of similar services in Lam Atoll and Male City were also highlighted. Services have already been introduced in key locations, including Hulumale, Vilimale, and Lam Fonadu, with all plans to extend to all the atolls over the next 2 years. The introduction of passport services in Dalu Atoll reflects the government's commitment to making essential documentation easily accessible to all citizens, regardless of their location. Residents have no longer have to face the inconvenience of long-distance travel to obtain passports, streamlining the process and saving both time and resources. This expansion aligns with the government's roadmap to ensure full nationwide coverage by the end of 2025, with a detailed timeline for further rollouts, starting with Haddal Makundu in February 2025 and progressing to other atolls month by month. A 20-year roadmap has been developed to promote sports across 3 regions of the Maldives, which will involve collaboration with local sports associations. The Ministry of Sports, Fitness and Recreation describes the plan as a 20-year-old roadmap to elevate Maldivian athletes from the playground to podium. It was officially presented at a ceremony held at Stelco's Seminar Hall by 2 American experts, Steve Roche and Matthew J. Robinson, both of whom are members of the International Coaching Enrichment Certificate Program, ICECP. In February, Steve and Matthew travel across the Maldives, meeting with sports experts, associations, academies and club organizations, and prepared the first draft of the sports development plan. The development strategy will be implemented in 4 phases over 20 years. Its main goal is to secure podium finishes or medals at the 2030 and 2034 Asian Games and train Maldivian athletes to win medals at the 2036 and 2040 Olympics. A 2-day workshop will be held to discuss proposals presented. The workshop will involve representatives from various stakeholders, including sports associations, the Commissioner of Sports, the Sports Council, the Maldives Olympic Committee, city councils, and the Ministries of Health and Education. Maldives Ports Limited, MPL, announces major plans to develop cruise terminals across 4 strategic regions in the Maldives, marking a significant expansion in the country's maritime tourism infrastructure. The development is part of the company's comprehensive master plan to enhance cruise liner services. MPL's research and development consultant, Anil Adam, said that they have formulated the plan for developing and operating cruise terminals, adding that the service will be provided sustainably. The terminals will be established in Ha Uligam, Lam Fonadu, Addu City Hitadu, and Tilafushi. Speaking on PSM News Hafta 52 program, Anil Adam revealed that a Greek consultant has been engaged to conduct feasibility studies for the projects. He added that they expect to commence practical work in the first quarter after completing the feasibility study in January next year. The development comes at a crucial time as the Maldives experiences high volumes of cruise tourists during peak seasons. Currently, large vessels must anchor either near Male or outside island lagoons, lacking proper terminal facilities. Progress is already underway in several locations. MPL has signed an agreement with Ha Uligam Council for terminal development. Following the relocation of Male's commercial port to Tilafushi, plans are in place to repurpose the area for tourism, including a cruise terminal. The company has also completed consultations with the Ministry of Construction and Infrastructure regarding the Tilafushi development. The strategic placement of these terminals across different regions of the Maldives is expected to distribute tourism benefits more evenly throughout the country, whilst providing improved facilities for cruise operators and their passengers. Minister of Cities, Local Government and Public Works, Adam Sharif Umar states, relations between the Maldivian government and local councils have significantly improved over the past year. Speaking on Hafta 52, a program aired by PSM News to mark the government's first year in office, the minister detailed initiatives aimed at advancing decentralization and empowering councils. He emphasized that the establishment of a dedicated ministry to oversee council affairs as a major step towards decentralization. This initiative, he said, has strengthened collaboration between the government and councils, leading to improved service delivery and mutual trust. Over the past year, the ministry engaged with over 280 councils, while President Dr. Mohammad Muiz personally met with representatives from 169 councils, demonstrating the government's commitment to fostering closer ties. Minister Adam Sharif stressed that true empowerment of local councils hinges on their financial independence. Additionally, the minister highlighted that ongoing plans of constructing council buildings designed to create conducive working environments. He emphasized that councils require a supportive framework to function effectively, and the provision of proper infrastructure is a crucial step in this direction. He affirmed that decentralization has widely supported across the Maldives, but acknowledged that past reforms to the Decentralization Act were sometimes driven by emotion rather than research. Notably, he criticized the changes in council membership numbers, which fluctuated between 5 and 3 members, as being poorly substantiated. To address these shortcomings, the government has undertaken extensive research regarding amendments to the Decentralization Act. To date, 11 amendments have been enacted, making it one of the most frequently revised pieces of legislation in the Maldives. Member of Parliament, MP for Henwer Uttur constituency, Ahmad Aifan emphasizes the importance of fiscal discipline within President Dr. Mohammad Muiz's administration. Aifan commended the government's priority on accountability in public spending and praised legislative milestones aimed at bolstering economic stability.
Discussing parliamentary efforts on MMTV's Bodu Khabaru talk show, MP Aifan noted significant progress in passing key bills, including the Fiscal Responsibility Bill and the Public Debt Bill. He described these measures as essential for ensuring responsible management of public funds within a clear regulatory framework. He stressed the importance of the Fiscal Responsibility Bill, explaining that the legislation prevents any administration, current or future, from mismanaging public finances. He added President Dr. Muiz is determined to prevent reckless public spending, whether by this government or any other. He attributed this to the President's commitment to responsible governance and adherence to financial regulations. While acknowledging recent legislative progress, Aifan also drew attention to the Maldives' substantial external debt. He revealed that over $500 million had been paid this year alone to service existing obligations, underlining the magnitude of the country's financial challenges. He highlighted the lack of effective mechanisms to tackle this issue, but expressed optimism that new policies under this current administration would enable more structured and sustainable debt management. Furthermore, Aifan outlined vision of President Muiz for revitalizing the national economy, emphasizing plans to strengthen economic foundations and promote sustainable growth. He emphasized that new laws would ensure future loans and public expenditures are carefully planned and repaid within a structured framework. Aifan stated with laws enacted under President Dr. Muiz's leadership, any loan taken in the name of the people or government funds spent will be subjected to a repayment plan.
Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day.